Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. It just so happens that I love God. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. No one is perfect. That doesn't mean you don't have to deal with your consequences, good or bad. We all do. But at least if you come over to God's team, just turn it over to Him. And it might be stuff that you deal with for the rest of your life, but turn it over to Him and He'll help you get through it. But at least try to become better, and love yourself. Love yourself, because if nobody else out there loves you, if you love yourself, you'll be okay. And never give up on yourself. Never. If you lost everything you have, if you have yourself, you can always rebuild. For those of you who are just tuning in, I focus out of three major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and I'm in an introductory Buddhist text. It's a paperback called The Shape of Suffering, and it deals with dependent co-arising. Without no this, there's no that, and everything we say and do has an effect on our senses. That just gives you an idea, but you can look it up. I try to rotate the text at least twice a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. It depends on how I'm led to meditate each day. Anyway, we're back on the rotation for The Shape of Suffering. And I just usually read just a little bit of this, okay? It's amazing, and if I say these names incorrectly, please forgive me for not pronouncing the names correctly, okay? I'm just trying to learn. It's amazing, friend Sariputta. It's astounding, friend Sariputta, how well that was said by Vin Sariputta. And I rejoice in Vin Sariputta's good statements in regard to these 36 topics, the three qualities: teaching, practice, and attainment. Then Mahakatta is about to mention with regard to each factor in the 12-factor formula for dependent co-arising. If a monk teaches the Dhamma for the sake of disenchantment, dispassion, and cessation with regard to aging and death, he deserves to be called a monk who is a speaker of Dhamma. If he practices for the sake of disenchantment, dispassion, and cessation with regard to aging and death, he deserves to be called a monk who practices the Dhamma in accordance with the Dhamma. If through disenchantment, dispassion, cessation, and lack of clinging sustenance with regard to aging and death, he is released, then he deserves to be called a monk who has attained unbinding in the here and now. This is deep. These people are deep. I mean, to me, it sounds like if he's mastered all of those areas, he deserves to be called a monk. Now, I don't know. If somebody has a better understanding, please let me know.